Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everyone. Today we'll be doing Team Dylan round, but before that I'll do a small clarification to the changes for this. Seeing how many stuff Team Dylan usually has, instead of the usual 4-player game, we'll be doing 3-player game. This means that for this we'll normally be replacing or removing one either base game, cauldron, or Earth Prime hero. For this game we'll be removing one base game hero for this, as I'm not going to remove a custom hero too, as I believe it's important to keep those, since this is what these games are about to show, the community creations. But speaking of such, we'll still be showing a new thing in the end. So for this we have the new team villain, the Hunter, made by the Puppeteer. This is from XCOM, what I believe is one of the most high level minions you could, well, not minions, but at least commanders, so from the alien army that you have to deal with from them. As with this, they'll be fighting with Bugbear and the Everlasting Party against Bowman, base variant, Bacarat, Ace of Swords, and the Ironclad from Zontan. This fight will be taking place in the Oblask crater, so we'll begin. To make this easier, we'll just be playing first all of their setups and then start. So for Bugbear, a start of Ravenous Hunter, Bugbear enters play, Ravenous Hunter set up, Bloodsend is put into play, and Bugbear deck is shuffled. Bloodsend, a start of Bugbear's turns, Bugbear deals the target next to his card 3 melee damage unless one player discards 2 cards, then move these cards to Bugbear's play area. Alright, Everlasting Party, at the start of the game, put the Everlasting Party character into play, destroy the views side up. Search Everlasting Party deck for Rabbit and put it into play, shuffle Everlasting Party's deck. The Rabbit is Distortion, party Everlasting and discard are immune to environment damage. At the start of Everlasting Party's turn, play top card of the environment deck. Lastly, the Hunter. At the start of the game, put the Hunter behind character side into play, audacious, cynical side up. Search the Hunter's deck for Tracking Shot, mark, and put it into play. Next to the hero with the highest HP, shuffle this deck. Tracking Shot, mark. The hero next to this card is mark. At the start of the Hunter's turn, he deals the target next to his card 5 infernal damage. Then, move this card next to the hero with the highest HP. The Hunter is immune to damage. So, with all of that now, we now know that the one mark is the Ironclad, and we're ready to begin. So, right now Bloodsend does nothing, as it goes to Bugbear first, for this order. We play Stone Sacrifice. Bugbear deals the Villain Territory and himself with the lowest HP to infernal damage. If Boris destroys the target this way, play top 2 cards of Bugbear deck. We're going to choose the Tracking Shot, so hopefully Ironclad doesn't have to take damage this way. It's not destroyed, so we're good. And end of turn. Also gameplay. Damage dealt by Bugbear is increased by X, where X is the number of incapacitated character cards, doesn't matter. Right now, whenever Bugbear deals damage, he regains HP equal to the amount of damage dealt, and at the end of Bugbear's turn, Bugbear deals the hero with the highest HP 2 melee damage. Then if Bloodsend is in Bugbear's play area, he's moved next to the hero with the highest HP. So he deals highest 2 damage. Bloodsend is either going to Bacarat or the Ironclad. We're going to move next to Bacarat right now. Now that's their turn right now. They're still full, so we're probably going to focus on them for now, just so they don't become a problem later. Bowman, they're going to play Practice Makes Perfect. One shot. Draw the cards, you may discard a card. If you draw, you may play 1 card. Then we're going to discard, we're going to select Arrow, to then play Bola Arrow. Bowman deals 1 target 1 projectile damage, prevent the next damage dealt by that target. So we're going to hit Bugbear for 1, to prevent the next damage they deal. Then he's going to use his base power, Ricochet. Bowman deals up to 3 targets, 1 projectile damage each. So we're going to hit Bugbear, the Rab, and we're going to hit the Everlasting Party, and also the Tracking Shot. Now we go to Everlasting Party. Whenever a card says Distort, search Everlasting deck and trash for rabbit and put into play, shuffle everlasting party's deck. At the end of everlasting party's turn, the environment deals this card and the environment target with the highest HP 2 psychic damage. So rabbit now, it's still in play, so we play the top card of the environment deck. So we get play the giant. Place that next to a hero. The hero next to his card is immune to damage from environment targets other than this one. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the hero next to it 2 melee damage. We're going to choose bowman since they're the one with less HP, so I believe it's probably the best for now. We play. End of the party. Rabbit's in play, so B and targets are immune to damage dealt by the environment until the end of the turn. Otherwise it's stored, so the environment deals each target 3 melee damage, which they're immune to it, the villains at least. And whenever a hero target will be dealt damage away, it can either destroy, its player can either destroy a card they control or discard 2 cards to prevent the damage. We're just going to let it happen, we're early on, it's not the end of the world, take some damage. That's it. Party doesn't take anything because the rabbit is here, but it kills the plated giant because it takes 2 damage, so it didn't last long. Alright, bacarat's turn. They're going to play Ace in the Hole, 1 shot, you may play a card, you may use bacarat's innate power twice during your power phase this turn. And then they're going to play All In. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, bacarat deals each non-hero target 1 infernal damage and 1 radiant damage. We're going to discard Afterlife. We're going to discard Afterlife Ukraine, and then that's going to let us deal 1 and 1. So this is destroyed, and this next to him anymore, meaning that he's no longer immune to damage, and we can hit him. So there we go. Then with that done, all these go to the trash, and backer is going to use the base power first twice this turn, so it's going to be Ace of Swords. Play X Hobbit from Afterlife Ukraine from your trash up to 3. Discard the top 3 minus X cards of your deck, where X is, the number of cards that you play. So we're going to play 1 copy, deal 2 damage to bugbear, and then discard the top 2 cards of our deck. So let's see if we get something good. We get another copy, so we're now going to do it twice again. So that's 4 damage and discard top, and then draw. Alright, Hunter goes now. At the end of Hunter's turn, put Tracking Short Mark from his trash into play next to a hero with the highest HP. If no card enters play this way, the Hunter deals a hero with the highest HP 2 infernal damage and restore Tracking Short Mark to full HP, so it doesn't do anything right now basically. Play Tracking Short Disarm. If Tracking Short Mark is in the Hunter's trash, put into play next to a hero with the most cards in play. That's really anyone, so we're going to put it next to the Ironclad once more. And then destroy 2 non-character cards they control. So they destroy nothing because they have nothing there. Perfect. Fortunately, the fin is in place, so that means they hit highest for 2. We're going to say that's going to be bacarat, because they're going to just not take damage from Bloodsent anyways. And this goes back to full. There we go. Ironclad now. They're going to play Flex. 1 shot, increase damage dealt by the Ironclad by 1 until the end of your turn. You may play a card. They're going to then play Hemokinesis. Ironclad deals himself 2 reducible melee damage, which cannot be increased. Then he deals a target 5 infernal damage, which is increased to 6 because that one can be increased. So we're going to hit bugbear for 6. And then power, we're going to use its base power, Siren Wave. Ironclad deals 1 target 1 melee damage, add 1 target to your block pool. If you're wondering what the block pool is, we have the rules right here to explain it. When a hero with a block pool would take no reusable damage, remove tokens from the block pool to reduce the damage by the number of tokens removed until either the damage reaches 0 or the block pool is empty. At the start of that hero's turn, remove all tokens from the block pool. So basically we have, you could say temporary HP. So he's going to deal 2 damage, 2 more damage, and 1 and get 1 extra HP. There we go. That's all. Bugbear, he's going to try to hit for 3 damage, and we're going to just let it happen. It's prevented, so it goes back here. He plays Ferrobrawn. Increase damage dealt by Bugbear by 1, reduce damage dealt to Bugbear by 1. Ongoing. Alright, so more difficult to get rid of him, but not the worst. End of turn, highest takes 3. We're going to say that's ironclad, so he only takes 2, kills 2 that way, and then highest gets the fin. That's now once more bacarat, so we're back to square 1 here. Bowman is going to play Shikrari. One shot arrow. Bowman deals a target 1 projectile and 1 sonic damage. You may destroy 1 ongoing card. So we're going to deal the damage to the tracking shot mark, and then destroy the Ferrabron, so that way we don't have to care about those damage increases. Then power, we're going to ricochet once more, so 1 damage here and 1 damage here, and that will let us take care of those later. So we draw a card. Oh wait, and I just realized I forgot about the environment, so all of the stuff still hasn't happened. I apologize. Team B and still think that it's quite difficult to get used to this. So Metal Scavenger, Biomachine, Predator. At the end of the environment turn, move the top card of each other trash beneath this card, then this card deals each other target 1 toxic and itself 1 fire damage. Cards beneath this one are considered in play, so you have taken 1 damage, this would have actually taken 1, which will have healed bugbear for 1 more, but they will have not taken damage for the R, so they're at the same HP. These will have taken 1. These 2 will have taken damage, you have taken 1. There we go. That's everything. Yeah, that would be everything because... So there we go. Everything's fixed now. I apologize for that error on my end. I still need to get used to that, so yeah. Draw phase. Right now, Everlasting Party's turn. It's actually going to play top this time. Yes, game draw. When it's currently play ecosystem, when it's currently display, play the top card of the environment deck. When a predator card destroys another target, that predator deals each hero 1 melee damage. And we get Invasive Grow. When this card displays, discard the top 2 cards of the environment deck, then put a random target from the environment trash into play. When the environment target is destroyed, all environment cards become indestructible until the start of the next turn. So we get, let's see, we get the Industrious Hulk, Biomachine. Whenever a hero draws a card, this card deals them 1 melee damage. When this card is destroyed, each player may put the top card of their deck into their hand. Alright, now with that done, we play Call of the Rabbit. Rabbit is in play, so we play the top card of the environment deck. Once again, Indescribable Ecology. When this card enters play, reveal card from the top of the environment deck until 2 targets are revealed. Put them into play and discard the revealed cards. Reduce damage dealt by environment targets by 1 and start of the environment turn, destroy this card. So we get even more targets. Isn't that great? We get Unknown Hearts at the end of the environment turn. If there are 0 or 1 predator cards in this play area, 1 hero may use a power that does not deal damage. When this card is destroyed, each predator and target regains 3 HP. And Gentle Transport, Biomachine. At the end of the environment turn, move this card next to a hero. Then the predator card with the highest HP deals each target in this play area 2 melee damage. If a hero next to this card plays a card with a power on it, they immediately use a power on that card. Hopefully the -1 will still be useful, if it's for now at least. Recast no hero target with the fewest targets in play until target is revealed, put into play, and shuffle the revealed cards. That would be Bugbear, so he gets a target. He gets Cubble. Nemesis. At the end of Bugbear's turn, this card deals the hero target with the most cards in play 2 projectile damage. If Guys is active in this game, radiate damage dealt by environment targets to Guys. Thankfully he isn't. Nobody wants him here. End of turn, they take no damage and the highest takes 2, that would be here, the Industrious Hulk. Alright, bacarat goes. They're going to play Ace of Saints, Equipment Limited. Use damage dealt to hero targets by 1. At start of your turn, shuffle 2 cards with the same name from your trash into your deck, or this card is destroyed. Then they're going to use their base power, play 2 copies of this. The first one is going to destroy this card, so no damage to Ironclad, so it should be gone. And the second one is going to be used to deal 2 more damage to Bugbear. Then discard top, and draw. Hunter now, they're going to play Tracking Shot Bleed. If Tracking Shot is in the Hunter's trash, put it into play next to hero with the lowest HP. That's one of the 22s. We're going to say it's Bowman right now, so now they're the one that's that are going to get marked. And because of that, then the mark hero deals 3 melee damage, so they take 3. End of turn. Tracking charge in place, so highest takes 2. Oh wait, also the self damage is -1 because the DR we have. So then highest takes 2, that's bacarat, who takes only 1 because of the DR. Alright, so ironclad. We're going to play Reaper. One shot. The ironclad deals up to 3 non-hero targets when they receive infernal damage each. The ironclad regains HP equal to the damage dealt. So we're going to hit bugbear, everlasting party, and the tracking shot mark, and heal for 3. Power, hit bugbear again for 1, get 1 token to our block pool, and draw. Environment now. This time I didn't forget. We remove, this gets destroyed, so the -1 is gone. At least we had the DR to at least prevent us from taking the damage here from the Industrial Hulk, so at least there's that. We play Open Ground. Once per turn, when a hero target would be dealt damage by a non-hero target, they may increase that damage by 1 and play a token of the environment deck. If that card is a target, relate that damage to it. So, you know what? Could be worse. End of turn. Move the token of each other trash pile beneath this card, then this card deals each other target 1 toxic damage and self 1 fire damage. So, the top card goes under here from everyone. The thing is really able to collect a lot, as everybody else takes 1 damage then. At least we have DR, so most of the people are actually able to kinda tank it, besides a few. Then the Honor Heart, somebody can use a power that doesn't deal damage, that's no one actually. And then Gentle Transport, we're going to move it next to Bowman. He takes 2 damage, reduced to 1 for him, but this dies, so this is at 1 HP, there we go. And that's it. Bugbear, start of turn, we're going to discard 2 cards. Ironclad is going to discard 2 cards to prevent the damage, so he doesn't heal from the attack. It goes back to him. He plays. Destroy 1 of Bugbear's ongoing cards, so this is now gone. He regains 4 HP and shuffle his trash into his deck. End of turn. Highest takes 2. That's Ironclad, who takes nothing thanks to the thing, and he doesn't heal. Then most cards in place takes 2 projectile. That's going to be bacarat, who takes 1. Bowman, they're going to play Lock and Loaded, lets them use the power immediately, so increase the next damage they deal by 2. Then they're going to use their base power, going to hit first the tracking shot for 3, destroying it, so 1 less thing to worry about. Hit Bugbear for 1, and then hit Everlasting Party because we may be able to kill him next round for free. And there we go. Everlasting Party, he plays stop, Drown Sisters. At the end of Abnormality, at the end of Everlasting Party's turn, this card deals each hero target 2 irreducible sonic damage, then each target regains HP equal to the amount of damage they took this way. End of turn, this card will take damage, it fails, but then highest takes 2, that would the highest environment target, we'll say it's the Industrial Hulk, because that's kinda bad for us. And then AoE 2, which we heal, so if we're at 2 or fewer, we die, nothing happens. Start of turn, we let the Aints of Saints die, we replace it with the Sinners one instead, so instead of DR we have damage increase. Oh, also wait, I almost forgot. First of all, draw, and he will discard the Boxing Glove to deal 2 more damage to Bugbear. Almost forgot that part, sorry. In Bowman's turn. So yeah, power, he's going to play 2 copies of Afterlife Charge and deal, just to try to heal Bugbear 2, he's going to just fully focus on him. So 3 damage, discard top, nothing there, and then draw a card. The Hunter is going to play Darklaw. Hunter deals a hero target with the lowest HP to infernal damage. A hero that dealt damage is waste, try 1 non-character card they control. So lowest is Bowman, and they have to destroy. So they have to destroy the hook, lock and loading no matter what. End of turn, they just get Dragon Shock mark back no matter what. and we put it next to heights, which is the ironclad. Speaking of ironclad, it's now their turn. He's going to play battle trance, draw for one shot, draw 4 cards. You cannot draw cards until the end of your turn. You may play a card. They're going to play flex, giving a +1, and then they're going to play cleave. One shot, the ironclad deals up to 3 non-hero targets 3 melee damage each, which is now 4, so 4 damage to bugbear, incapacitating him. So that's one less to worry about now. Then 4 damage to the metal scavenger, so we get all of our cards back into our trash. Then last one is going to be the industrial hawk, which when destroyed we can each put the top card of our deck into our hands. Oh wait, no, they're instructed to start next turn, so they're negative 2 HP, but they're going to be destroyed next round basically, or next turn I mean. So we just gotta wait until the end of this turn and we'll be fine. Power, where they're going to hit Everlasting Party for 2 damage, get a token to our block pool. We cannot draw cards, and that's it. Environment, Industrial holds die, making everything else indestructible this turn. And because of that, we also get to put the top card of our hand into our deck into our hand, so there we go. And now we play Moon Watcher, Biomachine. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals each non-environment target 1 sonic damage. When this card is destroyed, if it has 0 of hero HP, reveal the top card of each deck, replace it or discard it. So end of turn, we have no predators, so somebody can use a power that doesn't deal damage. Actually, bacarat technically can, because that doesn't deal damage, not I realize. So they're going to use the base power, deal total of 6 damage without actually doing it, so 3 damage here. So the rabbit's actually going to be gone. And then 3 damage to the tracking shot to get rid of them easier. With that, then AoE 1. Bugbear, start of turn happens, everybody the entire gains 1 HP. And bowman now. So they're going to play practice makes perfects, draw 3 cards. And then they'll discard a card to play a scavenge field, 1 shot, move all arrow cards from your trash to your hand immediately in your turn. So we get all of our arrows again, which it's easier to just grab what's not an arrow and just, not grab it. And there we go. Then end their turn, just some simple setup. Everlasting Party does nothing. We play Manager, increase damage dealt 2 and by environment cards by 1. At the end of Everlasting Party's turn, play the top card of the environment deck. End of turn, this takes 2 damage this time, and this also the Moon Watcher who takes 3 because of the +1 dealt and taken. Then AoE 2, which immediately is healed, and we play top of not villain or not Everlasting Party, we play top of environment. Oblask object Y33A, impact object. Play this next to a hero, then play top card of the environment deck. When the hero next to this card would be dealt damage by environment target, they may discard the card. If they do, react the damage. Also just realize that technically the Genta Transport should be moving. We'll move it next to... It doesn't really matter because none of them have power, so we'll just say Ironclad just to make it easier, since there's no predators right now anyways. Then we play top, Sin Terror, Biomachine Predator. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the 3 other targets with the highest HP 1 cold damage each. Until the end of the next environment turn, this card becomes immune to damage from targets that were not damaged this way. And that's it. Backwards turn, they're going to shuffle 2 cards to keep Ace of Sinners. Then they're going to play card toss, deal 2 damage to the tracking shot, get rid of the immunity. We'll just put it here just to make it easier to grab back. And then not do anything else from that. Power, just play 2 copies to deal 6 damage. We're going to deal it to the Hunter this time actually. Then discard top of our deck and draw face. Hunter, return, grapple. When this card is played, search a Hunter deck and trash for tracking shock mark and play next to you with the most cards in hand. That's bowman. So the enters play, And they become the new target again. Increase damage dealt by Hunter by 2 when tracking short mark display, destroy this card. So that's going to be a lot. Hopefully it leaves play soon as we deal the 5 damage, but yeah, we can only hope. End of turn, it's in place, so that means Heist has to take a total of 4 damage. That's going to be Ironclad. And it restarts the full, there we go. So that's it. Ironclad is going to play Rage, one shot. Whenever Ironclad deals damage to a non-hero target this turn, add 2 tokens to your block pool. You may play a card. We're going to play Thunderclap, choose a play area. The Ironclad deals each target in that play area 1 lightning damage. Increase damage dealt to each target that took damage this way by 1 till start of your next turn. We're going to choose this play area, so that's 1, 1, and 1. So that's 3 tokens. So we have 6 total. Then power, I'm going to hit for 1 more, get 2 more tokens, and then 1 more. So that's total of 9 all right now. Draw phase, that's it. Environment. Start of turn, nothing. We play Swarm of Fangs, Bio Machine, Predator. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the target other than itself with the lowest HP to melee damage. If this card destroys a target, repeat the text of this card. Unfortunately, for the non-hertz, there's 2 or more Predators now, so that means that they don't get the bonus. We don't get the bonus anymore. AoE 2 now to every non-hero target. This uses 2 tokens, or to no environment target, I mean. Actually, Bowman is going to discard a card to react the damage. They're going to discard this and react the damage to Everlasting Party. Then the 3 highest take 2 damage. That would be the 21, the 19, and 17, which the 17 is immune to damage, unfortunately. So 21 loses 2 tokens. 19 takes 2, 17 just takes nothing, and then Swarm of Fangs kills the non-praise and makes the Predator that destroyed it make us deal AoE 1, who becomes AoE 2 because of the +1. So another 2 things gone here, so there's only 3 to AoE. Bowman is going to discard another card to redirect that damage to once again Everlasting Party. And as we continue, the next lowest other than that would be Manager, who gets destroyed. That makes it so it happens again. Oh boy. Oh wait no. Lowest actually was the Gentle Transport. It would have still been destroyed, but that would have meant that the Hertz tank would have survived with 0 HP because they're indestructible thanks to the invasive growth, so never mind. We are still technically fine because of the effects that happen right now. So yeah, we're actually going to let that happen. So we're going to make it that way. So those cards that guy is still technically there but indestructible. The Gentle Transport is dead though. And yeah, that's it then. Start of Bugbear's turn. Now it's destroyed. Doesn't activate anything because it's no longer indestructible. At least there's that. Then they all regain 1 HP. And that's it. Bowman is going to play Boxing Gloom Arrow, one shot arrow. Bowman deals 1 target 1 projectile damage and 3 melee damage. So we're going to deal that to Everlasting. Actually, we're going to deal that to the tracking shot mark to get rid of it. Then power, we're going to deal 1 damage to the party, 1 damage to the hunter, and 1 damage to the manager. Draw phase, that's all. Everlasting Party, they play. End of the party. Rabbit is not in play, so they distort and just get it back. But then they deal AoE 3, so everything takes 3 damage, so these 2 are gone. They take 3. This takes 3 because it's no longer immune to damage, and the ongoing is gone too because this card is destroyed. This takes 3 dice. We can say this takes 3 during the that card has +1, so that's also gone. And say that this takes 4 before that's gone. So there we go. Then this loses all but 1 token. This takes 3. This takes 3. And there. End of turn. This deals 2 damage to the Moonwatcher, and that's it. Start of bacarat's turn. Ace of Senior is going to shuffle these 2 cards to not lose itself. We're going to play Cheap Trick. One shot, discard the top card of your deck, reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal a trick, shuffle the other cards back into your deck and put the trick into play. So discard and we get a trick. So after I charge, we're going to deal 3 damage here. Then we're going to use the final effect here, the power of the base power, to just deal 9 total damage to, 3 damage to the everlasting party, so they're incap 2. And then we're going to deal 6 damage to the hunter, so we don't discard any cards because of that, but I believe that's worth it. Draw phase, that's it. Hunter, if Dragon Shot bleed, one shot. If Dragon Shot mark is in the hunter's trash, put into play next to here with the lowest HP. It is. That goes now next to bacarat. They hit itself for 3, which increased by 1, so 4 damage. Then that's in play, so that means that this deals highest 2 damage, which goes to the ironclad, which takes 1, which goes through all of the DR he had. So that's really recommendable, to be fair. That was like what, 9 extra health. That's a lot. They actually should be proud about being able to hit him for all of that. And then ironclad is going to play combust. Ongoing power. The ironclad deals himself 1 irreversible fire damage, which cannot be increased. The ironclad deals up to 3 targets to fire damage each. So he's going to take 1 and hit this for 2, then this for 2. That's about it. Draw. Environment. Okay. Technically speaking, I just realized those cards should be destroyed, but they would all be destroyed slowly during the thing, so it was easier to just let it. They were all going to destroy, and there's no effect that happens when they die anyway, so it didn't really matter. Play. When it's reveal fresh tracks. When this card is displayed, reveal cards from the top of the environment deck until target is revealed. Place it beneath this card and discard the rest. Cards beneath this one are not considered in play. When a target is played, the player may destroy this card to place a card beneath this one. There's nothing to reveal because the deck is empty, so it does nothing right now. AoE 1 from 2 unknown hero targets, or 2 non-environment targets, I mean. Bowman is going to discard a card to just react that again. So there we go. And that's it. Bugbear, he heals the hunter and the mark for 1. And bowman, he's going to play boxing glove arrow, 1-shot arrow. Bowman deals target 1 projectile and 3 damage. He's going to use it to destroy traction shot mark, and then use his base power to just deal 1 damage to the hunter. Draw a card. That's all. Everlasting party. It just increased damage. The environment deals by 1, so nothing right now. Ace of Sinners. It's going to destroy itself. Unfortunately, it cannot sustain itself in the final round. A shame. But it should be just enough damage. No, unfortunately it isn't. It's going to use Thunder will hold them. 1-shot trick. 1 player may draw a card. We're going to give that to the ironclad. Power, going to play 3 copies of the thing to deal 6 damage. And that's it. Hunter, they play Tranquilizer Shot. Hunter deals the mark hero 2 toxic damage. A hero dealt damage this way cannot play cards instead of your Hunter's turn. There isn't, so if no damage was dealt this way, put a Dragon Shot mark from the Hunter's trash into play next to hero with the least cards in play. So guess what's back? As then we get, it goes next to bacarat, or actually it could go next to bowman since he has more HP. Then high takes 2 damage. That's ironclad, and the mark goes to full HP. Right, to finish this off, ironclad is going to play twin strike, 1-shot. Ironclad deals 1 target 2 melee damage twice. So that leaves this at 1 HP, and then power. He's going to combust, take 1 damage, and deal 2 damage here, destroy, deal 2 damage to the Moon Watcher, and then deal finally 2 damage to the Hunter, defeating him as we check the incap. At the start of the Hunter's turn, the environment deals the hero with the highest HP 3 infernal damage, which actually would have been 4 because of Everlasting Party, so good that we went last for him. This is an team villain, it forces you to at least have a partial focus on him all the time, because even if you want to kill someone else, as an example here, Bugbear or Everlasting Party, as we went for him last, it still forces you to focus on him because of the hunt mark. So either it will make you want to go for him first, or at the very least, make him an annoyance if you don't. So it's interesting. Let's see any cards that we didn't saw. Concussion Grenade, 1-shot. Each player discards a card. Search the hunter's deck and trash for tracking shot mark and put it into play next to the hero with the least cards in hand. If no card enters play this way, 2 players discard a card. Tracking shot days. If tracking shot mark is in the hunter's trash, put it into play next to the hero with the most cards in the trash. The marked hero shuffles the hand and trash into their deck and draws 3 cards. And that's about it, actually. Quite decent amount of cards, but we were able to see most of them. Sentinels of the Multiverse is owned by Greater Games once more. Please support the official release. You can find Hunter in Sentinels of the Multiverse Serenade in Sleep Comics. It was great. Hope you all enjoyed this game. See you all. Goodbye.